Imagine standing at the crossroads of your life. You faced failures, rejection, and all the odds seem stacked against you. Now, what if I told you that the very obstacles you face are the keys to your success? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to discover how turning your pain into purpose can lead you to a life that not only fulfills you, but leaves a legacy that echoes beyond your time. Good evening, everyone. I'm here today not just to speak to you about success, but to redefine what success truly means. You see, success isn't about what you accumulate, it's about what you overcome. Let's break it down, not from the perspective of a distant dream, but from the standpoint of real, everyday life. Because success is born from those moments when you keep going, even when it seems impossible. Now here's what I want you to understand. Success isn't some elusive concept hidden behind doors we're too afraid to knock on. Success is found in these 6 life-changing truths. You see, one of the most powerful things I've learned on my journey is that failure is not something to fear. It's something to embrace. There's this misconception that successful people are the ones who never fail, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is they fail just like everyone else, but they fail differently. They don't let failure define them, and they certainly don't let it stop them from moving forward. The secret to success isn't avoiding failure. It's learning how to bounce back from it and use it as a stepping stone. Think about all the times in your life when you faced something that didn't go as planned. Maybe it was a job you didn't get, a relationship that didn't work out, or a project you poured your heart into only to see it crumble. It stings, doesn't it? It hurts, and it makes you question whether you should even keep trying. But here's the thing, fail your enemy, it's your teacher. Each time you fail, you get a little closer to the person you need to become. When you face those moments of disappointment, you don't have to pretend it doesn't hurt. You don't have to hide the frustration or the doubt. What you need to do is sit with it for a while and ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Because every failure, no matter how big or small, has something valuable to offer you. I've had my fair share of failures. There was a time when I was told I wasn't fit for television. The rejection stung, and for a while, I thought maybe I wasn't cut out for it. But you know what? That rejection didn't break me. It ignited something inside of me. It pushed me to ask questions, to seek better opportunities, and to get better at what I did. And that's where the magic lies. When you fail, you have a choice. You can let it define you, or you can use it as fuel to go harder, to push further, to keep going even when the road seems unclear. Every time you pick yourself up and continue, you're proving to yourself that you're stronger than any obstacle life throws your way. Failure isn't a dead end, it's a redirection. It's the universe telling you this isn't your path, but there's something better waiting for you. But you'll never find that better thing if you're too afraid to fail. So fail with pride, because it means you're taking risks, you're learning, you're growing. Each mistake is a lesson, each misstep a chance to recalibrate and improve. And let me tell you, that improvement will always pay off in the long run. Don't let anyone tell you that failure is the end of the road. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. Every successful person you look up to has faced failure. It's a rite of passage, a necessary part of the journey. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't that the successful ones never fail. It's that they keep going. They take the lessons from each failure, adjust their course, and keep moving forward. So the next time you face a setback, don't let it stop you in your tracks. Use it as a learning experience. Dust yourself off and keep going. You're not losing. You're just evolving into the person you need to be to achieve your dreams. Here's the thing. Passion isn't just some abstract concept that people talk about when they want to sound inspiring. It's the real fuel that drives us. It's the thing that wakes you up in the morning, the thing that gets you through tough days when everything else feels like a battle. Without passion, life becomes mundane. Without passion, you're simply going through the motions. But when you find something you truly care about, something that stirs you at the very core, that's when the magic happens. Passion is not just a hobby, it's a mission. It's the reason you get out of bed when the world is still asleep. It's the thing that keeps you going when the path gets tough. I didn't get to where I am because I followed a set path or a blueprint someone else gave me. No, I followed my heart, my passion. There were countless moments when I could have just settled for what was easy or what was expected, but I couldn't do that. My passion wouldn't let me. I knew deep down that the only way to truly succeed was to align my life with what I loved. That's the trick. When you follow your passion, work doesn't feel like work. It becomes your calling. Look, not every day is going to be smooth, and not every project is going to go as planned. There will be days when you're stuck in a rut, days when you question why you're even doing it. But when you're passionate about something, you keep showing up, you keep pushing through because the work itself energizes you. When passion fuels your work, setbacks don't seem as big. The obstacles feel less like walls and more like hurdles to jump over. And even when you do hit a wall, your passion gives you the strength to keep looking for a way around it. I've met so many people who found their calling after years of searching, and all of them say the same thing. Once they found their passion, everything clicked. Their work felt effortless. They felt alive in ways they hadn't before. And that's what I want for you. I want you to realize that you don't have to settle for anything less than what sets your soul on fire. Your passion is a spark that can light up the entire world if you let it. You've probably heard people say things like, find what you love and the money will follow. That's not just a catchy phrase, it's true. When you love what you do, you naturally get better at it. You put in more effort, more heart, and that dedication shows. People are drawn to that. When you put your heart into your work, the opportunities come. People want to be around that energy, they want to collaborate, and they want to be a part of something that excites them. Passion attracts people. It attracts the right people too, the people who will uplift you, support you, and challenge you to be even better. Now, don't get me wrong, passion doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean you won't face moments of doubt or fear. But what it does mean is that you have something bigger than yourself pulling you forward. It's a force that will keep you going even when the going gets tough. And trust me, there will be tough moments. But passion gives you the resilience to rise, to learn from mistakes, and to grow from them. So, if you're not sure what your passion is yet, that's okay. It's okay to be in the process of discovery, but don't give up. Keep exploring, keep trying new things, and when you find it, you'll know. When it clicks, everything will change, because you'll be doing what you were always meant to do. And when you do that, you'll be unstoppable. Perseverance is the kind of thing that doesn't get a lot of credit, but let me tell you, if there's one thing that can guarantee success, it's the ability to keep going when everything in you is telling you to quit. The truth is, the road to success is rarely a straight line. It's messy, it's winding, and sometimes it feels like you're walking through thick mud, inching forward with every step. But it's those who keep moving, no matter how slow, that eventually get to where they want to be. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to give up, to just throw in the towel and walk away. I've faced rejection after rejection, setbacks that felt like they were too big to overcome, and moments when it seemed like all the effort I was putting in wasn't leading anywhere. But what kept me going wasn't some magic formula or some kind of secret shortcut. What kept me going was this simple truth that the only way to fail is to stop trying. I refuse to stop. There are going to be days when you wake up and think, oh, why am I even doing this? There will be moments when you feel like you're giving everything you have and it still doesn't seem enough. That's when most people give up. That's when most people quit. Here's the thing, those are the exact moments that define your future. If you can push through those moments, if you can keep going when you feel like you have nothing left to give, that's when the breakthrough happens. That's when you grow, when you evolve, when you start to see the rewards of all the hard work you've put in. Perseverance is about showing up, even when it's hard. It's about making the decision every single day to keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps are. It's about not letting the setbacks or failures define you, but instead using them as motivation to keep pushing. And the beauty of it is, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. The more you push through, the stronger you become. You develop this kind of resilience, this ability to face anything that comes your way and know that no matter what, you'll keep going. Think about the people you admire most, the ones who seem to have it all figured out, the ones who seem like they never fail. The truth is, they didn't get there by taking shortcuts or by waiting for everything to be perfect. They got there by persevering when everyone else around them gave up. They got there by getting back up every single time they fell. And you can do the same. There's no easy way to the top. No one is exempt from the hard work, the struggles, the disappointments. But here's the good news. If you can stick with it long enough, if you can keep pushing even when you don't see the results right away, success will find you. Because perseverance isn't just about waiting for the world to recognize your efforts. It's about knowing that every step you take, even the small ones, is one step closer to where you want to be. Every moment of struggle is shaping you, building your strength, and preparing you for the success that's waiting for you on the other side. And listen, it won't always feel glamorous. Sometimes it'll feel like you're going through the motions, like the hard work you're putting in isn't paying off. But those who succeed aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who keep going even when it feels like nothing is working. They believe that if they just keep moving forward, no matter how slow, they'll eventually get to where they want to be. And you will too. The key is to keep moving. Keep going even when it's hard. Keep pushing through the doubt, through the fear, through the pain. Because perseverance is what turns dreams into reality. One of the most important lessons I've learned along the way is that you are in control of your life. Too often we get caught up in blaming other people, situations, or circumstances for where we are or where we're not. We think that if only the world would give us a break, if only people would recognize our potential, if only we had the right connections, then only then would we be able to succeed. But the truth is, you're the one who holds the keys to your future. The moment you start taking full responsibility for your choices, your actions, and your life is the moment everything begins to change. It's so easy to fall into the trap of blaming. Trust me, I've been there. I've found myself in situations where things didn't go my way, and I'd look around and think, if only this person had done this, if only that situation had worked out differently, maybe I'd be further along. But here's the thing, no one is coming to rescue you. No one is coming to hand you your success on a silver platter. And that's actually great news, because it means you get to decide how far you go, what you achieve, and the kind of life you want to create. You have the power to shape your destiny, even when the odds seem impossible. Taking responsibility doesn't mean you have to take the blame for everything. It doesn't mean you have to beat yourself up for the things you didn't get right. It simply means owning your part. It means saying, this is my life, and I'm going to take charge of it. I'm going to make the choices that will get me to where I want to go. When you do that, something incredible happens. You stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances, and you start feeling like the creator of your own future. You realize that no matter what's happened in the past, you have the power to change your story starting right now. The beautiful thing about responsibility is that it also frees you. When you stop blaming others and start owning your decisions, you start to feel more empowered. You realize that no one is in charge of your happiness but you. You're the one who decides how to react to challenges, how to move past failures, and how to make the most out of every opportunity that comes your way. It's your life, and when you embrace that, you realize just how much potential you have to shape it. And listen, that doesn't mean everything will always be easy. Life doesn't stop throwing challenges your way just because you've taken control. But now, instead of seeing these challenges as roadblocks, you see them as opportunities to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. You become a person who doesn't wait for permission or external circumstances to change before moving forward. You realize that success isn't about waiting for everything to be perfect. It's about showing up every day, taking responsibility for your journey, and doing the best you can with what you have. There's power in owning your choices. There's freedom in knowing that the direction you take is completely up to you. It might feel daunting at first, but once you step into that power, you'll never look back. You'll begin to see opportunities where before you only saw obstacles. You'll start making choices that align with your vision, and you'll attract the right people, the right circumstances, and the right opportunities because you're taking full responsibility for the life you're building. And when you do that, success will follow naturally. So take a moment to think about where you are right now and where you want to be. Ask yourself, what do I need to take responsibility for today? What actions can you take right now, regardless of what's happening around you, that will bring you closer to the life you want? Remember, the power is in your hands, and once you realize that, nothing can stop you. Here's something I've come to realize: success is never a solo journey. It's easy to think that you can do it all on your own, that if you just work hard enough and push through the challenges, you'll make it to the top all by yourself. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is, success is about building relationships, lifting others up, and finding ways to serve those around you. When you focus on adding value to other people's lives, you're not only helping them, you're also creating the foundation for your own success. If you've ever watched someone who's truly successful, you'll notice that they're not just focused on themselves. They're focused on how they can contribute, how they can give back, and how they can make a difference in the lives of others. Oprah herself is a perfect example of this. She didn't build her empire by focusing solely on her own goals. She built it by creating platforms that elevated others, by telling stories that resonated with people, by lifting up those who had been overlooked, and by empowering others to share their truths. And here's why it works. When you help others, you're not just giving something away. You're also creating a space where people want to help you in return. People remember kindness. They remember when you supported them, when you encouraged them, or when you gave them a chance. It's that kind of energy that creates a ripple effect, and that ripple builds momentum toward your own success. The relationships you build along the way become the bedrock of everything you accomplish. But it's not just about being nice or doing good deeds for the sake of it. It's about intentionally looking for ways to add value, to be of service, and to show up for others in ways that make a real impact. When you focus on how you can make someone else's life better, you begin to see opportunities everywhere. Whether it's a colleague, a friend, a stranger, you'll find ways to contribute. Maybe it's by offering a helping hand, sharing knowledge, or just being there for someone when they need it the most. And here's the kicker. When you focus on helping others, you build trust, you build community, and you build a network of people who genuinely care about you and your success. This idea of serving others doesn't just apply to your career either. It applies to all aspects of life. In every relationship, in every conversation, there's opportunity to make a difference, to offer something of value, and to elevate those around you. Imagine how much stronger your relationships would be if you took the time to show up for people, to listen to them, and to contribute to their growth. When you do that, you're not just building friendships, you're building a network of people who will stand by you and support you when you need it most. And the more you serve others, the more you grow. You learn new perspectives, you gain new insights, and you deepen your understanding of the world around you. Every time you step outside of your own world to help someone else, you expand your own. It's a beautiful cycle. The more you give, the more you get, not just in terms of material rewards, but in fulfillment, growth, and opportunities that come your way. So don't think that your success is just about what you can achieve on your own. Think about how you can bring others along with you. Think about how you can serve, how you can contribute, and how you can help others rise. When you make it your mission to serve others, you'll find that success isn't a destination you reach alone. It's something you create together with those you lift up along the way. Here's something powerful to remember. No one in the world is quite like you. There's only one person who has your experiences, your perspective, and your voice. And that's you. We live in a world where we're constantly surrounded by comparisons. We see others succeeding. We see others doing amazing things, and we sometimes think, why am I not there yet? But the truth is, trying to be someone else or measure your success against theirs is a sure way to lose your way. Success doesn't come from mimicking someone else. It comes from embracing who you are and owning your uniqueness. Your uniqueness is your biggest asset. There's no one who can bring the exact combination of skills, ideas, and energy that you bring to the table. Think about it. You have a set of experiences that no one else has, a way of seeing the world that's entirely your own. And when you embrace that, When you stop trying to fit into a mold or follow someone else's path, you begin to unlock the true power of who you are. It's not about trying to be someone you're not. It's about stepping fully into who you are meant to be. I know it can be tempting to look at someone else's success and think that their path is the one you need to follow. Maybe you see someone's career or personal life and think, that's what I need to do. But what you don't see are the sacrifices, the hard work, and the unique struggles that person had to face to get where they are. What you're seeing is the result, but you're not seeing the journey. And what works for them may not work for you. The only way to truly succeed is to stop measuring yourself against others and start focusing on what you bring to the table. When you start accepting your own uniqueness and stop comparing yourself to others, you'll find that your own path becomes clearer. It's easy to get caught up in thinking there's only one way to succeed. We see people who've made it big in certain fields, and we think that must be the only way. But success is not a one-size-fits-all formula. The way someone else finds success might look completely different from how you'll find it. Your journey is yours alone. The key is to trust in your own story and in the power of your own voice. This is where confidence comes into play. Confidence isn't about being perfect or always having everything together. It's about trusting yourself. It's about knowing that the things that make you different are the things that will make you great. Once you begin to accept yourself fully without apology, you will start to radiate a kind of energy that attracts the right people and opportunities into your life. When you own who you are, people see that and respect it. They're drawn to your authenticity, to the fact that you're not trying to be anyone else. You're simply being you. And that's a magnet for success. The more you lean into your unique qualities, the more powerful you become. You stop holding yourself back, you stop second-guessing your choices, and you start stepping out with boldness. You realize that you don't have to fit into anyone's mold but your own. And that's when you start to see real growth. Your uniqueness isn't something to hide or downplay, it's your superpower. It's the thing that will set you apart in a crowded world. And when you embrace it fully, you'll begin to attract the kind of success that's true to who you are, not to someone else's definition of success. So stop looking around at what everyone else is doing and wondering if you're doing enough. Start looking inward. Start asking yourself, what do I have to offer? What can only I bring to the table? What makes my journey different? And how can I use that to create the life I want? When you start believing in your own uniqueness, you'll realize that you've always had everything you need to succeed. You just had to believe it first. The world is waiting for you to show up exactly as you are. There's no need to try to be anyone else. You are enough, and your uniqueness is your strength. Embrace it, own it, and watch how the world opens up for you. When you start believing in your own worth, stop seeking external validation and take bold steps forward despite the challenges. That's when success finds you. Oprah's story is a testament to that truth. Your success isn't a destination. It's a journey that starts the moment you decide to trust yourself and push past your fears. Keep going, because the secret of your success is already inside you.